There's something about 5 a.m. The city is finally still. I've been out here for 4 hours, just taking it all in, and it's eye-opening. I've lived here a while, but I feel like I'm seeing a completely different side of Vietnam this morning. Hey, I'm Nam. I'm 30, born and raised here. I moved into this small place in central Hanoi 3 months ago to be closer to work. Lately, I've been trying to quit the late night phone scrolling habit so I can sleep and wake up earlier. Today is my earliest start yet, 5 a.m. I've always wondered what the capital actually looks like at this hour. Let's go find out. It's Thursday. This intersection is usually a nightmare, but at 5 a.m., mostly just delivery bikes heading to the markets and people out for their morning exercise. You don't really get to see the city this empty, even if you've lived here your whole life. Hanoi is changing fast. The government is pushing hard on urban development, which explains why you see construction sites like this everywhere you turn. One thing you'll notice about mornings in Vietnam is that people take exercise seriously. It's happening everywhere. Walking, jogging, stretching, cycling, aerobics, you name it. I'll show you more when I get to the park. Since I'm in one of the central districts, security is pretty tight. You'll see police officers in green uniforms standing guard at almost every major corner. That up there is the entrance to the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. He's the founding father of Vietnam and a world-renowned figure. I actually stopped to talk to the guards here to get some info for you guys. They said the mausoleum opens at 5 a.m. for visitors. You've got to dress modestly, no shorts or short skirts, and they don't let you bring camera tripods inside. I'm just walking the perimeter today, but I'll make sure to go inside and film it for you next time. I still remember my first time coming here. I was 7. My elementary school organized a field trip to see all the historical landmarks, and the mausoleum was on the list. It's one of those core memories that stuck with me. Look at that dog. Pretty cute. Guess the owner is doing their morning walk. This is the front of the mausoleum. Huge lawn, and a lot of people just walking around inside the courtyard. The dedication to fitness here is something else. Ever wonder where all the big decisions in Vietnam happen? This is the National Assembly building. Looks pretty imposing, right? It's a massive project right in the middle of the historical district. You'll definitely pass by it if you're visiting the mausoleum. That's a tourist and their dog. Sounded like they were speaking Chinese, but I'm not 100% sure. From this angle, you can get a better look at how the locals start their day around here. Check this out. It's not even sunrise, and the badminton court is the place to be. You see these folks every single morning, rain or shine. It's not about being a pro, it's just the community, the laughs, and getting some movement in before the rest of the city wakes up. It's 6 a.m. now. The streets are picking up with people on their way to work, but the shops around here haven't opened up yet. The sun is clearing the buildings and it's starting to get warm. Wait, I just spotted these random stores in the corner of the park. They're selling second-hand stuff, and I mean everything. Eyeglasses, computer mice, power banks, digital scales, even TV and AC remotes. Then over here, there are belts, backpacks, bags, shoes, portable fans, thermoses, and hairdryers. Just a random pile of things spread out on a tarp right next to the sidewalk. These stores are right in the middle of the park, near the lake, where all the foot traffic is.
Keo bao tiền?
10.000 ba lọ, lẻ thì 4.000 một lọ.
Walk a little further and you realize it's not just a few small stores. It's basically a mini market. You can find everything from pork and beef to fresh greens. Most of the customers are older folks who just finished their workout and are grabbing ingredients for the day's meals. Look at how busy it is. Bananas and veggies right next to a pile of used clothes. If you wander in here, I bet you'll end up buying stuff you didn't even know you needed.
Mới như là mới cái người này.
Vâng, mới cái người này.
A lot of foreigners get nervous crossing the street here because of the traffic. My tip, just observe, walk at a slow, steady pace and don't change direction suddenly. You'll be fine. I'll be crossing a few more times in this video so you can watch how it's done.
Con gì Châu?
One of life's golden rules, never stand behind someone who's fishing. Looks like I just forgot that rule. This is a typical convenience store here in Hanoi. I'm popping in to grab a bottle of water. I'm pretty thirsty. Lately, I've been trying to be more mindful of what I eat, especially processed stuff. If the ingredient list has a bunch of things I can't pronounce, or way too much sugar, I'll pass. Look at this. A ham, cheese and egg sandwich for $1.37. Here's a sticky rice roll with crab stick and egg for 68 cents. And this beef spaghetti box is $1.48. Still, I'm sticking to just the water today. That will be 27 cents. I really love the lakes in this city. They make the whole place feel so much cooler and more open. Years ago, the sidewalks around these lakes were packed with cafes and beer spots. But the government put a stop to that recently to give the space back to pedestrians. It looks pretty nice this way, doesn't it? There's a group of guys fishing over there. Looks like they've had a decent morning.
Con gì to đấy không? Ui giời.
I can see a catfish and a snakehead fish in their bag.
Này mấy con này không? Trong kia có không ạ?
Có
Hay dạ.
3 con 4 con.
Honestly, having a hobby like this has to be great for the mind. This residential area around the lake is super chill. Plenty of trees, and it's a perfect spot for the older generation to hang out and stay connected. I'm heading toward a first spot that's pretty famous with the locals. They're just starting to serve the first bowls of the day, and they're almost done with the prep. Being on such a busy corner, this place is usually packed. But right now, it's still pretty chill. I've actually never eaten here myself though. Wait, I just found a local market. Let's head inside. This stall sells Vietnamese-style sausages made from pork or beef. I'm not sticking around to film for too long though. Some vendors feel like it's bad luck if the first visitor just looks around and doesn't buy anything. The meat stalls are ready to go. Pork, beef and chicken are the staples here. It's a totally different vibe from the meat sections in the big supermarkets. Those are 2 big tubs of pickled mustard greens. Over here, they've got clams and snails. And further in, there's everything else. Veggies, corn, root crops, eggs. A market like this has literally everything. You just need to know where to look.
Mới bảo là kiểu cái đấy thì để dành mỗi năm cuối năm nào.
It's starting to get hot out here. Quick reminder on crossing the street in Vietnam. Just keep your eyes open, move at a slow, steady pace, and don't make any sudden turns. You'll be fine. By now, the morning workout crowd has cleared out, and the park is getting quiet. But out on the main road, the traffic is really starting to pick up. I'm getting a bit hungry, so let's find something to eat. On my way back, I'm passing the mausoleum again. The sun is up and the courtyard is empty. The streets are getting busy too. Way more cars and bikes on the road now. The food stalls are starting to open up. This one's serving pork noodles. And this is a bakery for bread and pastries. I found a small stall tucked in an alleyway. They're selling sticky rice.
Em cầm đi không cần túi đâu.
I grabbed a portion of soy seal. It gets that vibrant yellow color from turmeric. It's steamed just right, soft, chewy, and a little nutty. They shave a block of steamed mung beans right over the top, which adds this smooth, savory creaminess that bridges everything together. And the fried shallots? That's the soul of the dish. It gives you that perfect crunch and a fragrant punch that balances out the softness of the rice and beans. Finish my water and that's breakfast done. After eating, I headed back to my place and went up to the rooftop to grab my laundry. I did it last night. I stepped out at 5 a.m. when everything was still quiet. Now, looking out from the rooftop, I can see the whole city buzzing with life. Turns out I didn't need to go to a new city to find something new. I just needed a new perspective.